Thank you, Danny, for all your great work and your inspiration in the classroom. So, how do our students do once they leave the classroom or enter the real world? At this point, Osbaldo Hernandez came to the United States from Mexico when he was 12 years old. His only English was how to count from 1 to 7. So he spoke at the 2009 Spring for Schools luncheon when he was a freshman at Seattle University. We thought it'd be fun to invite him back and do a check-in with Osbaldo. Osbaldo?
Thank you. I have good news. I'm now able to count higher than 7 in English. After graduating from Interlake in 2008, I attended Seattle University. Seattle U has a distinct culture for intellectual analytical papers. That means analytical papers of extended length. I can't stress enough how many times I heard from my peers at Seattle U how they had never written a paper longer than 2 or 3 pages long. I was like, what? I wrote an IB extended essay. That was already 4,500 words long. The support I received in Bellevue put me ahead of my peers at Seattle U, even with my disadvantage. Think about how that affected my success in college. You have no idea. After graduating from college, I taught social studies with Teach for America in an impoverished border town in Texas for 2 years. My class was always picked to be visited by outside guests because of how engaging it was and because my students got the highest test scores in the district. My principal would always poke fun of me. Oh, Mr. Hernandez, I am so sorry we're coming today. Now, between you and I, the Teach for America training is brief. So how did I, as a brand new teacher, manage to have the most engaged classes and students with the highest scores in the entire district? It is easy. I copied my teachers from Interlake. I copied Matt Daniels, my IB U.S. government teacher. Mr. Michael Byrne, my theory of knowledge teacher. James Cooney, my information technology teacher. And my beloved Spanish teacher, Rocio Gonzalez, who's here in the room. For instance, Ms. Gonzalez had a banner in her classroom that said, "I don't give you grades, you earn them." I had that on my desk in Texas. They were my role models. They were like fathers and mothers to me and my fellow students. So here's something that is crucial, and it's not a coincidence. Because everything that is done to support teachers filters down to student success. All 4 of those teachers are National Board Certified teachers. All the support I received allowed me to harness my personal initiative, ultimately stepping up to be an educator myself. It has allowed me to break out of poverty. It has allowed me to work for the Shoreline School District as a family advocate. I focus on families that are traditionally disengaged with the school system, engaging them, informing them, assisting students to cover their basic needs like shelter and food. And you know something? We can have the best teachers. We can have the best curriculum or the best school facilities and academic mentors. But if the child suffers or is experiencing some form of mental or social stress, that child is not going to succeed. I have seen it as a teacher, and I see it every day as a family advocate. In Bellevue schools, donors have funded social-emotional learning. Students learn self-awareness, self-management, relationship skills, social awareness, and responsible decision-making. It helps students succeed. It fosters a wholesome and welcoming school environment. It changes lives. So I'll tell you what I'm doing and what I wouldn't be doing if you didn't believe in a 12-year-old kid who arrived here only knowing the numbers 1 through 7 in English. I'm proud to tell you that I'm pursuing my master's in education policy from the University of Washington. Pursuing this degree will allow me to continue my work as an education advocate and an education specialist. I'm learning how we can help every single teacher master their skills so that they can get every student to succeed. I'm learning how we can support students who struggle with emotional pain so that they can succeed and thrive like I did. I am working to create equity in education. I feel like I'm a success story, but here's what I want you to understand. Because of crucial support from donors like you, there are so many other success stories. My friend Martha, who lived in poverty with her single mother, struggled academically. She had an IEP, which meant special accommodations for her learning difficulties, such as having more time to take tests. Now Martha is getting her master's in environmental justice, whatever that means. My friend Camilo, who came here with his mother and older brother from Colombia seeking political asylum, is now a business manager at Google. If I had an hour up here, I could fill it up with success stories of students whose future would have been bleak had they gone to a school in a different school district. Instead, like me, they are proud, they are hopeful, and yes, they're grateful, and yes, they're eager. They're eager to help make the world a better place. You make it possible. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for believing in us. Thank you very much.
Don't you just love Osbaldo?